What's going on YouTube? This is Mason AJ with the Aficionados, and I've been talking about the Marvel Netflix series Jessica Jones. I've been doing episode by episode, but this episode ended on such a cliffhanger. No, I'm gonna be honest with you, I had to watch them both together. So this is actually a combination episode of episodes 8 and 9 reaction review. Getting straight into it because we have a lot to cover this particular time. So first and foremost, at the end of the last episode, the very last thing that happened was Jessica Jones chooses to move in with Kilgrave into her childhood home. Okay, and we literally see how at the beginning of the episode, Kilgrave has gone through a painstakingly process of recreating her home exactly the way she left it before the death of her parents and brother, which gave her her powers. And he has like a bodyguard, and he has a house servant and everything else. And he, he has this whole elaborate setup, and it's scary. It just further makes this guy even more scary because he has Nirvana posters on the wall. And I'm looking like, how old is Jessica Jones that Nirvana was like what she was into back in the day a little bit? And I'm looking like, damn. Well, while that's actually a main focus of this particular episode, I gotta say with this another thing about this episode is the divorce storyline of Jerry, Wendy, and her secretary. I fully was not expecting to be so curious and so involved with this storyline. Don't get me wrong, I love Jerry as a character. I like her less than Cat Grant from the Supergirl TV show. But I still very much enjoy seeing it. But I'm actually super invested as to what's going to happen in this divorce. And I actually want to support that. I give a very much kudos to not only the actors but the production team to making that storyline, if not equally as relevant, still incredibly relevant with all the other complexities of the show. And speaking of side characters, which are actually really like stepping their game up, Will Simpson, but I'm saying we see how he has been spying on Kilgrave, you know, without telling Jess. He actually followed his own leads or followed her leads to track him down, and he's lying to Trish a little bit. So it's a little like, okay, where's this type of things happen going? But he gave this wonderful speech, this super speech, especially after getting into a tussle with Jess inside the house nonetheless, about how he's telling Trish how maybe at the end of the day, we gotta just get out the way of Jessica. That, you know, there's a difference between us as mere humans and them, the superpower community. And sometimes as much as we want to help, we gotta like take a step back. And don't get me wrong, while I disagree with it, that was a true statement. That was a real nigga to come from Will out of all characters, because he understands his limitations and it frustrates him to no end, but he also does not want to lose Trish, and he also doesn't want to die. And you can also tell that the fear he has of Kilgrave is still very much influencing his actions, but that fear is very real. I mean, how would you feel if you as a regular human had to go against super strength, telepathy, telekinesis, energy blast, invulnerability and everything else? Sometimes you just gotta be like, look, I don't get paid for this. I really don't. I'm gonna call in the Avengers and I'm gonna go home and sip on a pina colada. Bringing normal humans full home. So back to Jessica and Kilgrave a little bit. The nosy neighbor, like, yo, for once, Kilgrave actually like did a good deed, because the nosy ass neighbor came on and she was talking all types of to Jessica, you know, talking about her family and everything else. And I'm looking like, bitch, did you really come all the way from across the street to talk to me after like 15 something years just to on me? Like, yo, like who the are you a little bit? And that's how I was feeling. I was looking like, yo, I'm gonna jump on the screen and just smack this bitch across the table. But Kilgrave, using his powers, got her to, man, the only reason she does that is so she feels self-important a little bit. And I'm looking like, okay, you know what, Kilgrave, as much as I still hate you, because I ain't forgive you yet, I like that. And even Jessica had to make it like that. And now Jessica is also using him or trying to get him to influence him when it comes to possibly being a hero, because Kilgrave has shown her aspect of his childhood, how he was scarred and how, like, you know, all this torture and medical experiments and everything else. So all this stuff is happening, so it's making Kilgrave seem like a likable character. I'm looking like, I fully walked into the scene, or to walk into this household expecting to hate you, as much as Jessica does, because I love Jessica and I hate you, Kilgrave. But now I'm looking like, yo, maybe there's more to the story a little bit. And once again, and David Tennant is still playing this guy so well. I hate you, David Tennant, as much as I love you a little bit, because you're making me like Purple Man, you're making me like Kilgrave too much. And the inevitable question was, if you could turn an evil person good, like Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, if you could actually use someone who with great power as a force of good, even though they've inherited evil, would you do so? Would you sacrifice yourself to do that? And now I'm looking like, I don't even know. Apparently, that just does not matter at all to Jessica, because as much as she talked with Trish about it and she, wrestled with the internal monologues and everything of it, she was just like, look, you know what? F that noise. She shanked Kilgrave a little bit with the needle and she captured him. And she once again got him, she got him down right. And right as right as you think Jessica's gonna win at the end of the day, Will shows up with his crew and they want to kill Kilgrave. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. But we also get to see Jess flopping. We technically don't get to see it, but we get the full hint that Jessica flies. And this is after she's been saying the whole series how she doesn't fly. She more so leaps or falls gracefully a little bit. So now the fact that she flew over Kilgrave was a huge thing, and Kilgrave is now in the interrogation room. That's how the episode ends. It ends with him in the interrogation room, and I'm looking like, yes! Son, that's right, Kilgrave, you got your ass now, son. About to hook up the jumper cables and get these knives. It's about to be some torture playtime up in this mug, son. About to pay. And I'm looking like, yes. I was rooting for it. But the episode ended on such a cliffhanger, I couldn't stop watching. I really couldn't. So I had to get to episode 9, like straight off the bat. So as I get to episode 9, and the whole thing is episode 9, we get to see more and more how episode 8 was a lie. He really just brought on the grand master manipulation of Kilgrave, because he makes you as an audience member feel like maybe he's not so bad, maybe there's a way to save him like that. But you find out that was all just a lie. He goes full on crazy in episode 9, and like it was just once again powerful acting with David Tennant, powerful tones from the directors and like that. And I'm looking like, yo, like what are we gonna do with this dude? Because Jessica is still looking for the burden of proof that she needs to clear Hope, and now there's officially a giant timeline, a giant ticking clock on the matter, because Hope has 24 hours to accept a plea deal, which at the end of the day you don't want, or 48 hours or so, but you don't want her to accept. But looking like how now that we have Kilgrave, how do we prove who he is? If he shot lightning or like lit things on fire, it would be so easy to be like, oh, we got that on tape, done. But because his power really comes from persuasion and convincing people to do what he needs, we gotta establish that it's not fake. Like, it doesn't really have to be admissible in court a little bit. And we just got him showing his powers and put that on the internet, it was proof enough. And so it's this whole thing, how do we prove it? How do we prove it? And Jessica tries to go in there on her own, and it just does not end up working. And the stress and the tension is really getting to us. And the more and more stress and tension that we feel, the crazier Kilgrave shows himself to be. And we find out at the end of the day that there's more to the story. Kilgrave's parents, the ones who we were ready to hate and call monsters and tell those things to eat a dick for putting Kilgrave out in the world, okay, actually turns out they have a whole backstory of their own, and further cements the fact that Kilgrave is just a full-on psychopath. There's no redeeming this dude, there's no saving him, there's no turning him into a hero, there's no redemption story. He's not Anakin Skywalker. Okay, so now that his parents have now Jessica has managed to find his parents to turn the tide. It seems everything is finally in order to get what we need, but of course, things go completely wrong. I'm sorry guys, I gotta pause for a second, gotta admit this, because one thing I actually completely forgot to remember was at the end of last episode, Will himself was injured by a bomb attack from a neighbor engineered by Kilgrave. And you see how his other two members were dying. So going into it, I had to say, we finally get to see why Will is important, okay? And I did not see this coming. I should have seen this coming, I really should have, but I didn't. So we find out that Will is actually the comic book character Nuke. If you do not know who Nuke is, he's like a Captain America-like villain. He has the American flag tattooed on his face. He's, for all the good that Captain America stands for, Nuke, especially when it comes to Americanism, Nuke is the absolute negative. Nuke is full on just terrible. But he's also a drug addict and addicted to his powers a little bit. So to see that come to full blast, and when we were talking about red pill, white pill, blue pill, I was looking like, oh snap! I didn't see that coming. So now we have a whole new equation entering into it, especially towards the end of the episode as Kilgrave escapes. Okay, so now with everything coming full circle, Kilgrave is escaping. We found out that Will is actually part of a super social program himself, and he's about to get out, and he's once again abusing the program apparently to somehow get strong enough to tackle on Kilgrave. And also the big cliffhanger, Jessica may or may not be immune to Kilgrave's powers, which, if you know what, I'm gonna give credit where credit's due. A friend of mine told me, okay, she told me from the beginning that there were hints that Jessica was immune to Kilgrave's powers. Hint number 1 was the fact that she walked away when Kilgrave got hit by a bus. Hint number 2, which is the major hint, was when they were in the police station, and Kilgrave told everyone to laugh. The fact that Jessica didn't laugh. Okay, and me and this person, we argued for days. We argued for hours, related to days about this. Okay, so now it's looking like, yo, we have the full-fledged proof we need, on some Sixth Sense shit, because we can actually go back and see the clues that she's immune, that find that Jessica is not immune. That's how this episode ends. So now with that being said, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this episode. I'm sorry, this was episodes 8 and 9 combined for us. I had to watch them together. Episodes 10 through 13 will be coming out very, very shortly, and I'm gonna do, especially looking reaction reviews to that. But let me know what you think. How do you think Jessica is immune to Kilgrave's powers? How do you feel? How do you think we're gonna catch Kilgrave now, especially now we know he's a psychopath and on a full rampage now? How do you think Will, being the character Nuke, is gonna come into the equation? Actually, at this point, I think he's gonna get pumped up, go out of control. Then him and just gonna have to go and get into a full-fledged fist fight over it. What do you think Luke Cage is gonna be? Do you think Luke Cage is just done with the series now, or do you think he's gonna come back within these final few episodes? I want to know all this information. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Are you liking the series so far? Do you hate it? Are you just not feeling it at all? I mean, I see a lot of people who like it, but also seeing some people who don't like it. But let me know what you stand on the issue. This is Mason AJ with the Aficionados, and I'm still loving Jessica Jones. I'm still wearing purple, and I'm still just in love with Luke Cage and Jessica all the time. I'm just gonna say it. No homo. I'm not ashamed to admit I'm a fan of love. Are you a fan of love? Special guest with a one-time only podcast extraordinaire, Gwenessa.
Yep.
Okay.
Miss Jamie, if you're nasty.
Oh. And we're here today to talk about pretty much REI.